This is a screencast about how to schedule a shared resource for an event or lesson that you are holding. I'm starting out on my own calendar. I have my events scheduled showing in blue. So you can see blue events, those are my own on my own calendar. I also have turned on a Chromebook cart calendar so that I can view the events that are on that. That's showing in purple. Calendars that I have access to that are shared resources should show up in my list of other calendars. I can turn those on or off by clicking on the little colored box next to it and turn them back on as needed. I want to schedule a lesson using a Chromebook cart, and I am taking a look at my calendar, and it looks as though this time frame from 8 to 10 on Friday is available for that particular resource. There's also wide open on Saturday if I wanted to schedule a full day lesson, and I'm looking for a time when that resource is available. So I'm going to start by creating this event on my calendar, and I'm going to use the red Create button in the upper left. It is possible to schedule on your calendar just by clicking into the time slot on the day that you're interested in, but you're going to need some extra features that are only available in the full Create screen. So I'll click on the big red Create button, and that takes me to this event creation screen. The first thing I'm going to do is name my event, and because this is going to appear on my own calendar, but also on the calendar of the Chromebook cart or computer lab or other computer cart that I select, I'm going to add my name to this. That way, if somebody else is only looking at the calendar of that resource, they can see that I have the cart in that particular time frame. Then they can come get it from me, or if I forget to take it back, they can really come get it from me. So I'm going to start with my last name in my event, and then I'm going to name my event. Health Workspace Lesson. Okay. So I'm scheduling this for Friday the 19th, and I'm going to schedule it from 8 to 10. I have that time slot that I've already looked at and saw was available. I really don't need to fill in where this is. Under calendar, I do want to make sure that I am scheduling this on my own calendar. Description, I don't really need to add anything there. Now over on the right is where I'm going to reserve the resource. So just as I can invite a guest, like a fellow teacher or my principal to observe me, I can also invite resources. Resources are things that can only be used by one person or group at a time. So computer carts, computer labs, conference rooms, those are great examples of resources. You wouldn't want to have multiple groups using a lab or a cart at the same time. So I'm going to click on Rooms. And the first thing I want to do is make sure that I leave this box checked, Show Only Available. So what that's going to do is show for me only the shared resources that have been that I've been given permission to use and that are available during the time slot that I have chosen. So I have all these schools listed. I'm going to go to Knox. And when I click on Knox, so the tippy triangle for my own building, I will see all of the all of the shared resources that are available during that time slot. I'm going to choose one of these Chromebook carts because I know that I need computers for every student. If those things were not showing, I could choose a lab, whatever fits my need, but as long as I have that box checked, it's going to show me all the things that I could use during that time frame. All I do is click Add, and then down here under Guests, I will see that the Chromebook cart has been invited to my event. The way shared resource calendars are set up, if they do not have a conflict, they will automatically accept the invitation. So the Chromebook cart is coming to my party. I'm going to go back up to the upper left and click Save. That'll take me back to my calendar. Now what I will see is that I have scheduled my lesson here in 8 to 10 on Friday, February 19th. And I also have the calendar for the Chromebook cart showing, and I can see that that is coming as well. I can turn that resource off on my calendar so that it's not cluttering up my space. I can still go up here and click up at the top, and I can see who my guests are. The Chromebook cart is one of my guests, as well as me. If I delete this, it will delete off of the Chromebook cart's calendar as well. I can also move this event if, say, I decide I'm going to do it on a different day. I can just drag it over there, or I can go all the way in and change it substantially. If I turn that calendar back on, you can see that the Chromebook cart came along with my schedule change. And that is how to schedule a shared resource using Google Calendar.